Friends, I hope you're doing well. Created this video. Can you see me? I'm looking at you. All right, good. I created this video because I had the wonderful privilege of seeing the movie Sparkle, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts about the movie with you because I thought that there were some things in the film that were worthy of dialogue. At any rate, I had the pleasure of seeing the movie with some of the Saints. Shout out to the Saints. Shout out to the Saints. Uh, I want to be completely honest about the types of movies that I see. This is not likely to have been the type of movie that I would see. However, the inclusion of Whitney Houston, dead or alive, certainly would have sparked my interest. I also am really supportive of the folks who have built their career starting with American Idol. I think that's awesome for Jordin Sparks to have had this opportunity. And then I also appreciate that there was some involvement on T.D. Jake's side, and I enjoy T.D. Jakes because not only is he a man of God, man of the cloth, but he is somebody who really celebrates this idea of redemption, and I'm not sure that some of our more mates, I have a pimple right here, right? All right. I'm not sure that some of the more well-known movie producers and folks would have thought about investing in Whitney Houston or even Jordin Sparks and some of the other actresses, without the influence of T.D. Jakes and the message that he preaches. So I do appreciate that. Overall, I thought that the movie was a good movie. Whitney did a wonderful job. Overall, I thought that the cast was pretty stellar. I think one of the piece of feedback that I do have is that, when you're doing a movie that has its setting in a certain decade or a certain time, you really have to be sensitive to certain things that were going on in the culture, and I think that there was a strong effort made. Perhaps a stronger effort could have been made, but when you see a Steven Spielberg movie, or when you see films with big budgets, the major productions, you feel like you're a part of that time frame. It's like you've escaped to that place. And sometimes I don't see that, and I felt that at times, but there were some times, but that's just me being nitpicky because that's the type of moviegoer that I am. I know that perhaps that's something that you may not care about or you may not have noticed, but it's my video, you know what I'm saying? No, but overall, so let's talk about the acting. Whitney Houston, she had a relatively simple role. I thought that she did a good job. She was very convincing. There was not at any points within the movie that I felt like, oh, this is a stretch for Whitney, or, this is not something that Whitney could handle. I thought that, for a singer turned actress, somebody who's lived a little bit, somebody who at that particular time was a living legend. I thought that she, really pulled off her role. I thought that she was effective. Jordin Sparks, I found her to be believable. I don't know if she really grasps that Sparkle character. But the thing is that you wouldn't really know that unless you've seen the original version. I think that I think that Jordin Sparks, I think she did one heck of a job. portraying Sparkle and representing this movie. And you know, I don't know if this is her first acting role or not. I can't recall, but I think that she did a good job. Tika Sumpter, you know, I wasn't. She wasn't that impressive to me. I recall, you know, one time in the movie, sort of like, you know, and I was like, gosh, that Tika Sumpter is not really that great of an actress. I mean, she's a good actress, but there were some points when she, you know, was like really contrived. I mean, it didn't feel like she was like grabbing that role, you know. Nonetheless, I enjoyed her. I thought that she did a good job. The woman that played Sister, I don't even know who that was. I feel bad. I wish I could call her name, but I don't know what her name was. But the one that played Sister, I thought that she did a good job. She tackled the character. I was extremely impressed with the guy. Oh my gosh, what's the comedian's name that played Sister's husband or whatever? Oh my gosh, like, he was very impressive. The guy that Sister was dating prior to hooking up with him, I mean, I think there was some real quality acting. One of the things that I liked about the film is that, you know, I think sometimes, you know, first of all, we have some typecasted, what's that? We have typecasted black actors and actress, and, you know, often, you know, like in your Tyler Perry films, or, you know, you see some of the same folks in all the films, you know, and it was good to see some new, fresh African American talent, you know, really standing up and standing out. So I appreciate that, and then on such a big platform, you know, a lot of people, you know, wanting to see, well, you know, what is it that Whitney was capable of doing. And I felt I really was genuinely impressed with the movie. I think it's just, you know, you can't go to the film like looking to compare it to the previous version of Sparkle. You have to go with the open mind. You have to go, you know, with I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate it, and like I said before, I just want to reiterate how much I appreciated whatever role that T.D. Jakes played. You know, I think I'm very impressed about his teaching around redemption, and I think that for me, that was something that I took away from the film. I thought the film was excellent. I don't know if the film will be nominated for any awards or anything like that. I don't even know if that's something that people want to invest their time in discussing, because really, like, just being able to live in the moment and, you know, just see, you know, Whitney, you know, as some of her, you know, during the last stage of her life, you know. I mean, I know a lot of times we celebrate or we talk about, you know, how she died, but, you know, there was a moment, those people who worked with her, I'm sure it was a solid moment for them, because, you know, like, they got to see Whitney, you know, in that last stage when she, you know, was doing something that, you know, acting is what really kind of sparked her, you know, career, aside from singing, of course, you know, and made her sort of like this universal icon of The Bodyguard and Waiting to Exhale. So anyway, really, 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 really impressed with the film, and I hope that everyone goes out and sees the film. And I just, in closing, I'm definitely closing, but, you know, Tyler Perry is a well-known person. I respect some of the work that he does, and I think it's great that people, you know, support African American artists and characters and things of that nature. I think that's wonderful. But I also think that, you know, movie making is an art, and there are people. And I forgot to say something about the supporting role that my girl, what's her name, from that does all the Tyler Perry things. Oh my gosh, I've been bumping her new album like all week, and I can't even think about Tamala Mann. Oh my gosh, she was good, and she was just in a supporting role. You know, she didn't have that many lines, but, you know, I enjoyed her interaction. I thought that she and Whitney had some great chemistry, and I think that's good. Anyway, I could talk about the movie for a long time. I just like went to see the movie, and then I got out of the movie and went to the gym, and so now I'm like, you know, wrapping it up. But I want to thank you for taking the time to indulge me. If you made it this far, 9 minutes and 57 seconds, you are the boss.